and he has a lot of style, so they could play style.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be good. I like it. All right, so who you got next?
I got Merrick from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, played by Donald Sutherland.
Oh my gosh, yes, Donald Sutherland.
Because he's a guy who every time he dies, his consciousness goes into a new body.
Yep.
And so he's only been alive 30 years, but he has the memories of eternity.
Wow. And he could have Begin Again, that song.
He could have Begin Again as his song. 100%.
Wait, the name of this movie should be Endgame.
Okay. Yep.
Because that's another Taylor Swift song.
Absolutely it is.
So he just takes over body. So it doesn't matter where he goes.
Right. And the thing is that's cool about him is if he dies in battle, he'll show up again.
Yep. Just
give him some time.
We need people like that. If you lose him time traveling somewhere, he'll pop up later.
Exactly.
I love it.
That's my fifth pick, and I think it's a solid one.
And then I'm going to go with Uhura, Zoe Saldana from the new Star Trek, because you're going to different worlds all the time.
Right.
And I like Zoe Saldana. I think she's cool. And I think she goes to different worlds. So she could work in any time frame.
Would you say that she's always ready for it?
Yeah. Yes, she's always ready for it. Like that song would start, "Are you ready for it?" Yeah. Like she'd be first in line.
Exactly.
So I'm going with her on that. So can you do me a favor? Can you do your 6th and 7th? Because I want to drop my last two at the same time.
Okay. So Merrick was my 6th, right?
Yeah, Merrick was your 6th. Oh, so just drop your 7th, I guess.
Okay, so my 7th, and this is a real cerebral one, is Edward Walker from The Village, played by William Hurt.
Oh.
Because he made a village of people and his children live in a different time while actually living in the future. Like, he really bent time and did it. Like, he did it. And so I think he's this historical knowledge where we have guys like Dirty Harry and, that don't care where they are. And like Sever, he would be someone who could say, he has the knowledge of that time period because he's so historically well read.
Oh yeah. He knows everything.
Yeah.
I like that. So he could say, "I knew you were trouble," because he knows.
When you walked in.
Yep.
Right? Like, he gets it.
No, I have Granger, Connor McLeod, Merrick, Detective Harry Callahan, Elliot.
But also there's a Taylor Swift song called "Out of the Woods."
Yep.
And so if we took
The Village,
Edward Walker out of The Village, out of the woods, he could have a couple songs.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. All right. So I'm going to finish this up. I have Joe Bowers from Idiocracy and Roy O'Banion from Shanghai Noon, played by Luke Wilson and Owen Wilson, because they're a bunch of Texans, right? They're a bunch of Texans. And Joe Bowers in Idiocracy goes to the future, fits right in. Zero problems. Then you have Roy O'Banion in Shanghai Noon, who he could be now and be totally fine. They're just these chilled Texans who...
Yeah. I would say that in Shanghai Nights, he went to almost a different time period. He went to England, but at that time, it was like a worlds apart from the Wild West, and he handled it well.
He was totally comfortable. He was just, wow. And Luke Wilson's so laid back that these brothers are just so laid back in these worlds.
And would you say that those two brothers, that they belong with each other?
Yes, they do. They definitely belong with each other.
Amazing.
What do you think? You like that?
I love it. I love this movie.
All right. So who are we getting rid of?
So how big's our team going to be?
All right. 7.
Okay. I will eliminate Granger right from the get-go.
Okay.
Because we have Sever.
Yep.
And we have Dirty Harry as both possibilities. And I feel like we're just hitting the same trope a number of times.
I'm going to get rid of Uhura. I think she's great, but I just think we have enough people who don't care. Does that make sense? And then, as much as I love Bill Nighy, I'm just going to get rid of him because I just had to add Bill Nighy in this because he's one of my favorites.
Right. So I'm going to cross off Elliot Marsden from Quigley Down Under.
Okay.
Because although he could exist we don't need somebody that ruthless on our team. We're the heroes of this story.
Yeah, we'd be killing people.
Right.
All right. Now, as much as I love Saoirse Ronan, no, I'm going to keep Saoirse. I'm going to get rid. Oh man. Okay, I'm going to get rid of Byung-Hun Lee just simply because we already have a bunch of quiet people. We have, Connor McLeod does not talk much. Harry
and nor should
Callahan
he.
does not talk much. You can't have
Doesn't
three
need to.
people on a team who don't talk, right? Does that make sense?
Right. No, 100%. 100%.
All right, so I'm getting rid of him. So now we're down to 8 people.
So I really think Edward Walker from The Village should stay. I think we need somebody in the know. We don't have very many like knowledgeable people.
He's that guy. He's a librarian in Buffy. That's smart.
Right. So I'm saying if we keep Walker, we don't need Merrick.
Okay.
The reborn vampire slayer again and again and again and again. I think those two cancel each other out.
So we're down to 7 now?
I think that's our team.
So we have Joe Bowers from Idiocracy, Roy O'Bannon from Shanghai Noon, Saoirse Ronan from Byzantium, Sever from Ballistic Expert Sever, Connor McLeod from Highlander, Detective Harry Callahan from Dirty Harry, and Edward Walker from The Village.
And they will get Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Oh, they'll capture her. And then, I mean, she'll come around because she's great. She'll just be like, listen, I got over myself. I got in with a bad crowd. There'll be a nice song, tears dropping on the guitar.
Right.
And, I mean, what's the name of this team?
I think the name of the team is Our Song.
I like it.
Because she's taking all the musicians from history, right? Like she's taking all their influences and she's going, and so they're losing how they forget moments in their life tied to songs.
Wow.
So like my grade 8 graduation dance, it was the girl you really liked, you danced with her with I Will Always Love You from The Bodyguard was the big hit at that point in time. So that song then vanishes from my history, and I start noticing holes in my history. And so these people are going back to get back their song, Our Song.
Oh, I love it. That's amazing. And this team, so we have 2 very quiet people, right?
Yeah.
And then, we have Sever and Callahan. They're chill. Then you have the smart guy played by Edward Walker. You have a vampire. I mean, she could wipe people out.
Oh yeah, no, she's dangerous.
And then you have kind of the comedic release with Joe Bowers. Then you have Royal Banyan, Sever, Connor, and Detective Harry Callahan just wiping people out.
Yeah, they're not holding anything back.
I love it.
This is an A+ squad. This might be our tightest squad we've ever done.
I think so. I really worked hard at going outside the box on this. I didn't go for my traditional Michael Pena.
No, and I did as well, with the exception of Dolph Lundgren. I was like, oh, and I also really here's how much energy I put into this. I really tried hard to include Rutger Hauer in this.
But you didn't do it.
Couldn't fit.
He could be a hit. I guess he could be the hitcher character because he's hitching a ride.
Well, actually, he was in Buffy as the villain.
Oh, you're right.
Vampire. And so when I was looking up Merrick, I was like, oh, Rutger Hauer's there. But I said, no, it's not the best for the team to have Rutger in at this point in time.
You're a brave man, and I appreciate your decision.
Oh, it's for the team, Mark. It's for the team.
Hey, so this was a lot of fun. What movie are we doing next?
We'll
think about. I don't know. We don't have one planned.
No, I think we were so excited about this one. We hit the iron pretty hard.
Well, we can't force it, so we'll just wait for one of us to have an aha moment.
Exactly.
Can't force podcasts.
No, we cannot. I would like to say this though. I know that soon coming up on your calendar, there's going to be an influx of shark movies.
Yep.
On the docket. So what if we did? I want you to think about, Mark, movies at sea without sharks.
Oh my gosh, I like it. So we'll put oh man, all right.
Put our thinking caps on. What would be the best movie, best water movie without a shark?
I like it. I'll start thinking.
Okay, I will start thinking as well.
All right. Can we just end the podcast?
Yeah,
all right,
and we're done.
Hey, so that was a lot of fun, man. I'm glad you came on. Watch Knightriders. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for Adam Hodgins, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.